know what is what.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
This is Cult of the Living Dead.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Cult of the Living Dead. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, or whatever the fuck it is that you celebrate. This week we are covering the Poseidon Adventure. We thought it'd be a good idea to cover a tragedy for New Year's Day. That's what we're going with this week. Just a quick reminder for those of you returning or first-time listeners, we are a cult movie podcast. We cover cult classics, B-movies, and horror. All these opinions are subjective. None of us are academically trained in film critique. And enjoy the ride. As always, I'm your host, the Dael, followed by my two co-hosts, Mr. Saya.
Yo.
And Twan.
What up?
All right, guys. So the Poseidon Adventure. So this is recommended by Twan. He did the research and found us a New Year's movie, which is awesome. Spoiler alert, I enjoyed this movie. I've never seen it fully. I've seen it in bits and pieces. I've seen the remake in 2006, which also has a star-studded cast. I was like, damn, is this the Kurt Russell one? And I was like, no, that's the older one. The cast in this movie is kind of bananas. So it's directed by Ronald Neame. I haven't seen I looked at his IMDb and I didn't recognize anything else that he directed, so I just didn't write anything down. The writers are Paul.
It's like 30s and 40s movies.
Yeah, they're all like really, I don't say really old movies, but they're older movies.
Yeah.
Silver screen, or was it the golden age of cinema or whatever?
Yeah.
It's based on a book by Paul Gallico. He wrote the book, which actually came out, I think, like in 1969, so it got turned into a movie pretty fast. The other writers are Sterling Silliphant. He did In the Heart of the Night. I know that movie. And Wendell Mays, who wrote Death Wish, another movie that's also been remade. That's a good movie. And the score was done by the master himself, John Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
John Williams is probably most famous for Star Wars, or if you don't know him from Star Wars, you've probably heard him from Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Schindler's List, Home Alone. Like, he's done so many fucking movies, it's insane. John Williams is the man. He's my favorite composer in movies. And it's like kind of a cop out, but he's great. And this fucking movie has 5 Academy Award winners in it, which is pretty insane. 5 Academy Award winners. So it stars Gene Hackman as Reverend Scott. So he won his Oscars for Unforgiven, which is a sick-ass Western movie with Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman. And he also won an Oscar for The French Connection. He was also in The Royal Tenenbaums. We have Rogo, played by Ernest Borgnine. He won an Oscar for Marty. He was in Escape to New York. We have Martin, played by the stand-up comedian Red Buttons, which is just a hilarious name. There's no way that guy was born Red Buttons. Like, what a fucking name. He won an Oscar for the movie Sayonara. He was also in Pete's Dragon. We have Akers, played by Roddy McDowell. He was in Fright Night and Cleopatra. Linda, played by Stella Stevens. Belle, played by Shelley Winters, who is a 2-time Oscar winner as well for The Diary of Anne Frank and A Patch of Blue. She was also nominated for an Oscar for her role in this movie. So that's pretty crazy. And then we have Manny, played by Jack Albertstein, who was also won an Oscar for The Subject Was Roses. And a surprise guest who I was not expecting to see in this movie in a non-comedic role. We got the captain, played by the legend Leslie Nielsen himself from Naked Gun and Airplane. What did you guys recognize a lot of the faces in this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely like raised the hype for me when I was doing like my pre-production stuff. I was like, holy shit, there's some really fucking famous people in this movie. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen this movie before with all this talent in it. Apparently, like every iteration of this movie, because they did a sequel, which also had a star-studded cast, and then the remake has a star-studded cast.
I think the movie itself just like it's just one of those movies because it's a disaster like big budget action movie. I think there it's just when I think of like a disaster big budget movie, it's typically pretty star studded. Like what was that one with the Rock? And it was like
Oh,
L.A.
San Andreas.
San Andreas. Like that one was like big budget, and those I remember there being like a bunch of stars in that one too, right? Like I feel like
Yeah.
every or what about 2012?
2012.
Yeah, 2012 was another.
John Cusack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that also star studded? I don't know. Maybe I'm just making
Was
shit up.
that the one? Was that the one where they're like in the cornfield at the end and then like the world explodes or some shit? That's what ends up being
Um,
like aliens at the end, right?
Yeah, I don't remember how it ends, but I just remember it being like the world is ending and you
Or
know
what was the one with Jake Gyllenhaal?
all kinds of crazy shit.
Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, Day After Tomorrow.
The one where like everything freezes over.
Is
Yeah.
it D Quaid in that one?
Yeah.
Is that the dad?
Mm-hmm.
Day After Tomorrow was cool.
Well, I feel like with disaster movies, you kind of need to be big budget because a lot is going on. And I don't know. It would make sense that these are like blockbuster movies, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was before. Wait, was this before Jaws? When did Jaws come out? 1970? Because Jaws was quote unquote the first blockbuster.
1975.
Okay. So this even predates a quote unquote blockbuster movie.
Only by 3 years.
3 years.
True.
It's crazy.
This was the era for disaster films. I think I saw that Earthquake came out like the following year. The one with O.J. Simpson.
I don't know that movie.
No, that's the one where you're on the tram in Universal and you like the earthquake happens and you're in like that the subway area and everything falls and all the water comes out. That's from that movie.
Oh shit.
And in
Yeah,
order to make the
1974.
earthquake, instead of like having to simulate it, they just shake the camera, which is
Smart.
It's funny.
As you guys notice in this movie, the whole time that the camera was tilting side to side, like you were on the ship. I thought
Yeah,
that was
pretty
I thought
cool.
that was a nice touch. I was like, damn, the whole time, the whole fucking movie.
I thought at the second the movie started too, I was like, oh, that's the Queen Mary.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I know that shit. I've been there before. I was in that deck. Oh man. Have you guys seen this movie beforehand? Or like what did you expect going into it?
I've seen the most recent one. I think that came out in like
The
05.
Kurt Russell one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I didn't know that it was a remake of an older movie. So yeah, this is the first time watching this version for me.
What about you, Sam?
Same. I saw the 2006 Poseidon. I didn't realize that there was a movie that predated all of it, so it was cool to see where it originated.
Same with you guys. I knew that there was a prequel. I saw like bits and pieces of it because my dad liked it. That's why I saw the 06 version. I remember liking the Kurt Russell one, but I really like Kurt Russell, so
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's actually a good movie or not, or I just enjoyed it because of the people who were in it. I had pretty big expectations after I saw the cast, though.
Mhm.
Once I saw it star Gene Hackman, I was like, "Oh, this should be a good movie."
Yeah.
All right, should we just hop right in? This movie, the formatting of this movie is kind of interesting because I feel like there's a lot of scenes that take place, or there's not a lot of scenes in the beginning half of the movie. I feel like just a lot of shit happens in the same place for like long durations of time.
I think it's
Yeah.
that old school style of film where you're just on one scene and actors are moving in and out of the scene.
Yeah, like the sets. There's like not too many sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I kind of enjoy, and I wish that we would do that more often. I don't like. I mean, I know that you have to do it. There should be cuts within like movies, but I do like a long like
Long scene.
movie.
Yeah.
I like that a lot of the boat scenes are actually filmed on site of the Queen Mary instead of them just like recreating the Queen Mary. They just did it there.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I didn't know that. That's
I
actually
think the only thing they
awesome.
recreated was the ballroom. Well, everything it's crazy. So I read that everything that like they go into throughout the ship that gets like flipped over,
Mhm.
all those are recreations of the Queen Mary. So everything reflects the inside of the Queen Mary. And they just
Hmm.
created it on set and just like lifted it on like a forklift or whatever so they can like turn it over and stuff. But it's all just like either in the Queen Mary itself or they recreated the inside of the Queen Mary.
Nice.
I'm like, that's pretty
That's
cool.
cool. Yeah.
What'd you guys think of our cast and crew? We kind of get like lightning fired, like back to back to back to back to back to scenes of like, all right, these are the people who are gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Fast. There's a lot. There's a lot of people. That
One
were
thing that I thought was interesting that I feel like maybe child actors have gotten better over the years, but I felt like that little kid was like not a very good actor. I was watching with my partner, and like when he had that scene where he's arguing with his sister, she's like, "Oh no, is he in the movie for the whole time?" I was like, "I think he's on. I don't think they're gonna kill the kid, love. I think he's one of the main characters. I don't think he's gonna die. He's autismed out, and he knows like everything about boats.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the reason they survive.
yeah.
Like he's like a vital like repository of information.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I wasn't really paying attention to the kid actor, so like I don't feel that he was terrible. But um, I mean, yeah, like you said, he he's a wealth of knowledge, and ultimately led to them surviving, which is kind of cool. Tism, his tism was coming through.
Came through big time. I like how when he talks to the captain. He's talking to Leslie Nielsen's character, and he's like, "What's the biggest you've seen a wave?" He's like 30 foot. He's like, he's like, I surf 15 footers, but 30 feet's pretty cool. I was like, okay, Dick, humble brag, relax. I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, this dude just like sneaks into the captain's quarter in the middle of a fucking storm.
Dude, right?
That kid was ballsy. I'll give it to him. He was like fearless the whole movie. One thing that they brought up that I they don't really touch on again, how the like guy who owns this ship makes the captain do like all this like I don't know if it's illegal, but like definite like risky, unnecessary shit to
Yeah,
like try and make the ship get to their destination because they're already like behind time. Is
Yeah.
it because he made them push harder that they ended up coming in contact with that wave? That if they would have stood the course that the captain wanted, they probably would have missed them.
I think so because it seems
definitely.
like the captain was really reluctant to do anything. Like he was really like, I don't think we should do this.
He straight up told him, he's like, dude, you're putting the crew and the passengers in danger if we do this. And the guy was like,
Yeah.
well, I'll fire you if you don't. And he's like, well, fuck.
Sometimes you just got to take the L. I mean,
So, yeah.
I no, as the captain, like, why would you put all the people on the ship in danger just because some fucking
Some
guy
dweeb.
says so?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's like at that point, like your bottom line doesn't really matter. It's life or
Yeah,
death.
you're all dead. Like, who
Yeah.
gives a fuck? Yeah, I thought the same thing. I like the captain, though. It's like probably one of the few times I've seen Leslie Nielsen in a non comedic role. I thought he did a pretty good job.
What are other
Same.
serious movies that he's done? Because I feel like everything I've seen him in has been really funny.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he? I wonder if he's actually a comedic actor or it's just one of those things where like he was in Airplane and Naked Gun and they're like, this dude's funny. So he just became a comedy guy.
Is he
I
I
mean,
Canadian?
think I've
he
seen.
was also in a scary movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that was one of the more recent things that I remember him in.
Yeah.
Recent, he's on Scary Movie 3. I think that movie came out in like 2003 or something.
Yeah, but when's the last time you saw Leslie Nielsen in anything?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
It's been
true.
a minute.
True.
All right, so
He was funny as the president.
The last thing he was in was in this thing called Stonerville, and he came out in 2011.
Well, I think didn't he pass away?
Oh, did he? Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he,
he did in
2010. I remember his death.
I remember seeing his placard during the Oscars.
Mm,
Dude's a fucking legend.
yeah, he is.
What do you think of Gene Hackman as like the cool fucking alternative reverend?
That dude was very handsy.
Dude, I said that. I was thinking of this
Yeah.
whole movie. I'm like, damn, dude, there's a lot of like waist grabbing in this
A
movie.
lot, bro.
I wrote that down. I'm like, damn, everyone's a little too comfortable in this movie.
Yeah, the fucking bachelor guy. What was his name? Red Button.
Red
And
buttons, dude.
Red Buttons.
He was
Yeah,
all sad too. I would dance if I had someone to dance with. Get the fuck out of here, buttons.
he's one of those "Where's my hug" kind of guys.
Yeah, for real, he is that dude. He's a where's my hug dude. Oh fuck, he lingers.
Fucking linger.
Linger.
I mean, he made it.
Call back.
I mean, he made it, and then he like falls in love with that hippie chick, and like I don't know. I guess they're a couple at the end.
I mean, after grabbing her the way that he did.
But I like the Reverend. I liked his whole speech about being like, fuck God fucking helping you. You help yourself. God doesn't help losers. It's like, damn, dog. Fucking simmer down.
Yeah, he's pretty hard nosed for a reverend.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's there, right? Didn't they kick him out?
Yeah, he gets banished to like Africa, and he's like, that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
He's like, no rules.
Because his
Get to
views,
preach the way I want to preach.
his views are too radical.
Too radical for the church. I mean, he's handsy, so he's got that Catholic thing going for him.
Yeah.
And then we got what do you think of the cop and the lady of the night?
Fucking Mike Rogo.
Yeah, Rogo.
Cool.
I like his speech to his wife. He's like, I don't care that you suck dick for money. If I cared, I wouldn't have married you.
Yeah. I like that it also comes out that like he had arrested her like 6 times, and he's like, I had to figure out some way to keep you off the streets.
Yeah. It's like,
What are you doing? Let,
oh,
her,
man.
What are you doing?
let her live her life and then marry her later, whatever. Fuck.
He had a plan.
He did have a plan though.
He played the long game.
Yeah, for reals.
Well, he forced the long game.
He played
one
it. And
pair-
He played it and he was like, you know what? I could make this better. And then he just arrests her 6 times.
instead of like vows, he read her Miranda rights.
Yeah.
Damn. That's funny.
God.
Damn, I didn't know it was this guy. He looked familiar, but Rogo,
Mhm.
Yeah.
he's the mermaid man in SpongeBob.
He is Mermaid Man, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Evil.
Evil.
What about fucking Grandpa Joe? From fucking Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh yeah. Jack?
Yeah, Jack, his legs work in this movie.
Or no. His name's Manny in this. His actual name's Jack.
Yeah. Jack
Yeah.
Albertson. Yeah, fucking Manny. You know, fucking what's her name? Shelley Winters, Belle, his wife, had to put on like 35 pounds for this role.
Wow.
Damn.
They could have just made her like, yeah, I guess because like her being like like a world class swimmer who let herself go is like vital to the story. I'm like, you could have just like not had that be a thing.
Yeah.
But she
I
got
mean, she
nominated
did.
for an Oscar, so
She did come in clutch, like unexpectedly.
yeah. But
their
they
swimming
do her
skills?
dirty at the end, though.
Yeah.
They do her mad fucking dirty at the end, dude. Some of the deaths in this movie are like, damn, that was all unnecessary.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting and we'll talk about it, but what happens to Linda, Rogo's wife? I wasn't I guess I was expecting them to like make it through.
I know, so close.
Yeah,
So close for everybody.
for real.
Yeah.
Like, mostly everyone makes it to the very end except for who, Akers?
Well, Linda and then
Linda and
Belle,
Belle.
the diver.
Well, I mean, like, they make it to the very last room.
Oh, yeah,
Akers, like, dies, like, halfway through the journey.
yeah. It's true.
And I don't even understand how he died.
Sometimes you just gotta die, you know?
He just fell into a pool of water. I guess unless he, like, got pierced by something under there, but
Guess I'll die now, and then just
Well, wasn't his? Is that the dude that his leg was fucked up too?
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, maybe he couldn't swim. He just
Oh,
sank like a stone.
That's right, because Rogo makes it.
Yeah. You remember when I got stung by that stingray and I couldn't swim because my fucking leg was all fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
That was
fucking crazy.
If we were in a boat and it was capsizing and I got stung by a stinger, I'd probably be dead.
shit, probably, huh?
Yep.
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
It's your arms.
Nah. Like, well, either I have 2 legs or I'm dead.
Or you
Oh,
have
dead.
none.
Mm-hmm.
Can do a dolphin style, just like move your hips
Nah.
like this.
You
A
think
mermaid.
Actually, that is a swim style, huh? I feel
Yeah, it is.
hmm
I would have to learn it in while I'm doing it.
Just learn it on the fly. Just download a new skill like you're in an anime or what?
Mhm.
Down.
Like I'm in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Untapped potential kicks in.
I need to learn
Ah,
how to hotwire a bike and swim like a mermaid.
merman. Uh,
Blue steel.
hell yeah. Talk about getting handsy though. Fucking during the New Year scene, just everybody kissing everybody.
That's what they used to do back then.
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe it was a swinger cruise.
Bro,
The Reverend was like, he got lips on lips.
1972.
That sounds like a swinger time.
Yeah.
No, but there's kids on there, so maybe not.
I mean, bro, we almost got swung on a cruise.
But you're not a kid.
No, but there was kids there.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right.
Kids being present, I don't think matters.
Predeterminate of whether or not they're swingers. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad.
Different times.
Different times.
Back when you'd send your kids on a cruise all alone to meet you in another country.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's fucking crazy.
Did they
Such
not
a
have
wild
planes
thing to
back
do.
then?
They did have planes because Linda was like, I told you we should have flown. I don't know why we're on this boat because they're going to Athens for their honeymoon
Mm-hmm.
or for vacation, I think. And she's like, I don't know why we didn't fly.
Well, the whole boat is going to Athens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're going specifically for vacation, I guess.
What do you mean the whole boat?
Yeah.
Like they have a choice?
They're gonna drop you off along the way.
Jump off here and swim to Athens.
Well, no, I'm saying like
Next stop, Athens.
the end goal was Athens anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they coming from?
New York.
New York?
I think
Yeah.
New York, yeah. Because I think Rogo has like a mad New York. He gives off like New York cop vibes.
Yeah.
True. So, I mean, with this movie and with Titanic, it's just like never take a cruise on the East Coast.
Never. Don't know how to drive.
I don't think you're supposed.
All bad at driving boats.
But didn't Titanic went north? No, and it hit the ice.
I think it came from like London, right?
Yeah, it came from London and it was supposed to go to New
Go to
York.
New York.
It was just going up the Bering Strait, and then it got fucked up.
Why would it go up the Bering Strait? Wouldn't
No,
that take him to like
that's the other way.
that'd take him to like the West Coast?
That'll take him. Yeah, that'll take him to Alaska.
I don't know. Maybe it's like when you fly, it's never like a straight flight. You like go like in a weird.
Yeah,
Like,
the curvature.
like
Yeah, I
you
gotta
follow-
ride the wind. Maybe they're following the currents or some shit.
I'm gonna look up
Alaska, the Titanic's journey route.
Titanic route map. Oh shit! So it just hit ice randomly while it was in the middle of the ocean, coming over directly from London. It was just making it made like a small loop, and it was gonna go straight over to New York, and then it just hit some ice randomly in the middle of the fucking ocean.
You gotta watch out for ice.
That's kind of
Wow.
nuts, dude. Because when I think of the ocean now, I mean, is that like can you just run into ice like that casually anymore?
I think in the
So,
um
in the winter, maybe?
northeast for sure
Yeah,
because it
Matt
snows a
Coldwell.
lot.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I think that proves Dale's point of they just didn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all bad at it. All right. So they get them.
Poseidon.
What do you think of so the massive tsunami? I didn't even know that's how radar worked. Also, another thing about this movie that tripped me out is they use so much boat lingo.
Mhm.
I didn't understand what the fuck they were talking about half the time.
You don't know boat lingo?
Nah.
Maritime law.
The shaft.
shaft,
A
The
jetty?
bow.
the jetty. Is that a car?
No, it's the jetty.
Autobomb? Jetty. Yeah, what else they said. But I thought it was
Turn.
crazy when you look at the radar and you just see like a corner of the radar is just a wave.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's intimidating.
Well, they got word that there was an earthquake, right? Underneath
Yeah,
the sea.
a 7.8 earthquake off the coast of Crete.
Damn.
So were they already in the Mediterranean when this happened?
Probably they were
Sounds
probably
like it.
close to it. Yeah.
Because if it happened in Crete, like there's no way it'd get to the Atlantic Ocean, I don't think.
You know, we're trying to find logic in this movie.
Well, I mean, no, I'm just asking if they're in the. I mean, the Mediterranean Sea is huge, so I mean, it makes sense. It could be a big ass wave.
Yeah.
Damn.
Th-
Apparently, Crete has earthquakes a lot. They just had one of 4.5
Damn,
this
really?
morning. Yeah.
This morning?
Yeah. December 29th at 12:02. Oh no, so yesterday.
Damn.
Damn.
That's cool.
Fucking thoughts and prayers.
I don't even know where
The
Crete is.
It's off the coast of Greece. It's a Greek island.
Oh. But that whole area is like really um prone to earthquakes, right? I mean, didn't they have a bunch of volcanoes back in the day too?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hummus belt. Yeah, it's got a lot of volcanoes.
Damn hummus belt.
Yeah, you know, it's just a belt made of hummus.
Hmm. I mean, everyone has hummus. I think from like there to like Yemen.
Oh, it's like actually it's named that because everybody eats hummus there.
No, I was just being racist. Just making
Oh
shit up.
fuck! I like looked up.
Damn it,
I looked up
dude.
hummus belt, and there's hummus apparel.
Is there really?
Yeah.
It's all made out of chickpeas? Rocking garbanzo beans on your clothes? Don't spread hate, spread hummus.
I mean, it was believable. Like Bible
Yeah.
belt, hummus belt.
Yeah. I don't know. I actually didn't know that Greece had a lot of fucking earthquakes. That's kind of crazy. But that fucking wave was pretty gnarly looking.
Yeah.
I
Because
do.
the Queen Mary is a pretty big ship, and it was
Mhm.
like twice as tall as the Queen Mary.
Even though this movie was from the 70s, I think I just take this with a slight grain of salt because it doesn't look like to our standards like an amazing thing, but I think it looked kind of cool. Like the whole set just got flooded with water while all of this shit was going on. I thought that
That
was
shit
dope.
looked awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to my cousin the other day, and I was talking about how like good practical effects beat CGI unless it's like a Marvel movie, like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
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 Because like good practical effects, I mean, it looks convincing. Like you're doing the thing. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
like we're gonna flood this room with the actors in it. Like I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
Like it looks fucking cool.
Yeah. I love some good practical effects.
I thought it was cool the way it flipped. But the one thing that looked stupid is when everyone was falling. That
Kinda.
looked dumb.
Oh.
Yeah.
That looked mad dumb.
Yeah.
That shit looked. It looked hilarious, but it wasn't convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there with you. It was a bit silly.
It was a bit silly, but it was overall the whole like set design. I think from this point forward, I thought was pretty good.
It was. It was a convincing upside down ship.
Mhm.
Yeah, everything was inverted, and then I thought about it too. I'm like, oh, I guess you would need to bolt everything to the ground because you're on a ship.
Yeah.
And like you don't want loose tables fucking flying all over the place all the time.
Mhm.
So that was pretty cool.
I also like how much tension it kept throughout the whole thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Everyone was just like on edge.
Yeah.
Like the second the boat flipped, like there was just like a constant like sense of being on edge.
Yeah.
And I like how quick the Reverend was.
Mhm.
Like he immediately was like analyzed the situation. He's like, all right, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And even though the dude who worked there, what did he say? He was like, that was the same guy who was bragging to was it the Linda? He was bragging to somebody about how like he's the one who really runs the ship.
Yeah.
He's like the porter master or something like that.
Hmm.
That was the guy that kept saying, like, no, we stay here. Like, this is a water sealed deck. Like, help is going to be on its way. And the dude is like, what are you fucking talking about?
Mm.
The people who would come to help us are below us and they're all dead.
Yeah.
I like that the douchebag guy, the douchebag corporate dude got an unceremonious death. He just like died immediately.
Yeah, him and the captain's quarters, right?
Yeah, the whole crew got
The
taken
crew.
out immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the captain did save them because he's like, oh shit. He's like, everything that's not sealed, seal it now. And then they got hit and then boom. And then I thought it was kind of fucked up how someone gets crushed to death by the Christmas tree and then they immediately just take it off them and then use it as like a platform to climb up on.
Gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
Yeah, for real. I mean,
Get
at
good.
that point, there was just dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah,
What
there's a
about
gang of
one
dead
more.
people.
not getting crushed by a Christmas tree?
Fucking I didn't mention this earlier, but I thought it was interesting that like everybody goes to the like church sermon, even like the hippie people.
Hmm.
I was like, I thought I don't know, I thought it was interesting. Because who the fuck goes? I didn't even know they held church on a cruise ship.
In the 70s, they did.
I think back then, yeah, it was the cruise. The cruise was a lot different than nowadays, where they have like a bunch of different activities. I feel like that's why everyone was in that ballroom at one time,
Oh, that's
because they
true,
all
huh?
had dinner like together.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, this movie does a good job in like you guys are saying, just giving off that dread, and then with these disaster movies, especially when people are trapped in one place, you always have like two different sides that are butting heads.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it reminded me of that movie The Mist, when they're in
Yeah,
the supermarket and like you have the believers and then you have the people that are trying to get out, and those two groups are always butting heads, and it just makes for it makes things a lot harder than they need to be.
Yeah.
yeah. I felt bad for the other priest too. I was like I gotta stay with these people, and even he was like, he heard the reverend. He's like, yeah, you're probably right. Like I know I'm probably gonna die down here, but I can't just like leave these people.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, man. Like, what are you talking about? Because like I don't know. What he was saying made sense. It's like we're at the bottom. The ship is gonna sink eventually. You will die down here.
Yeah.
That
I mean, that was logic.
yeah, it made sense. I'm like, why the fuck would you stay there? That makes no sense. How the fuck are they gonna get to you?
It was all glass as well, wasn't it? Like they were all standing on glass.
Yeah, I think that's what break. Oh no, things explode.
No, there's an explosion.
And
Because
then
like one
water
of the engine room explodes. I think
But isn't the engine room
at the bottom.
on the bottom? Which is
Yeah, but I think it like perforates through the like what are those tubes called? The exhaust or whatever. I don't know what the fuck that's called on a ship.
ship.
Because remember we see like it like fires from each one.
Mhm.
It happens 3 different times, and someone dies every time as it happens.
Yeah.
But that time, like it killed everybody who wasn't like the 8 people who
Who did
climbed up.
the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like this movie. It's always kids. Then the kids they always have the kids go first.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. Like the Reverend is very
Women and children first.
well, not just that, but like he's very like his character like is pretty like they do a good job of like not having him change. Like he's pretty consistent the
Hmm.
whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a lot of like faults in his logic.
Yeah.
The only time that he would not have the kids go first is if he knew what the next thing they're gonna do is gonna be kind of sketchy. Then he would go first, or he'd make Rogo go first.
True. Yeah,
Like
he ended
he-
up making Rogo like his right hand man, even though he
Yeah,
didn't
like
really want to
immediately,
be.
even though they butted heads the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Rogo was even fucking tired of it. He's
Like, what the
he's gonna
fuck,
fucking
dude?
pick me.
I like their escape. I thought they did a good job of like escalating the tension with each like deck that they went up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like the scene where they go with the fire door. They go into the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and there's just all those like dead, burnt bodies everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was a pretty graphic scene.
Yeah, I was not
Poor,
expecting that.
poor cooks, man.
I know,
My
dude.
people.
They all got trapped in there.
They got burned. I can't even imagine like having all that fucking fryer oil just sloshing around.
Well, that one guy, like half his body, remember, was like burnt. The what was the girl's name? The sister. I don't think
Sister.
not. No, Nani was the hippie chick. Yeah, the little boy and the sister. The sister like looked directly at the dude's face, like we get her perspective, and she looks at one of the cooks, and like half his body's like burnt and blistered. And he's got like that
Yeah.
1,000-yard stare. That was like, I was like, oh shit,
Man. Susan.
Susan.
Ooh.
What was the boy's name?
Is it Robin?
Robin. Is that a guy's name? Oh yeah, no, it's
Could be.
I guess
I think it is Robin. The little
that's
boy.
a 1970s ass name.
I mean, Robin's name is Robin from Batman and Robin.
Is that's not his real name though? His name's Dick. His name's Richard.
Yeah, you're right.
The
Richard
guy that
Grayson.
wrote The Fourth Kind's name is Robin.
Oh, and then there's Robin Williams.
Classic
Oh,
Robin.
duh.
How dare
Robin
you?
Williams.
And then there's Robin Hood.
Put some fucking respect on his name.
Who?
Wait, Robin Hood?
Williams.
Oh,
And Hood. Yeah, I think we can also
Wait, respect on his name too.
yeah. Just everyone deserves some respect.
What? I don't understand why, if this was in the movie or not, but like, why did they just have to keep doubling down on was it Belle? On her being fat? Yeah, on Belle being fat. I feel like they bring it up all the time. Like climbing the tree. She's like, she's like, go on without me. I'm a big woman. I can't climb that tree. Like, what? Like every chance they get, they're just like, gotta emphasize that she's a little bit on the husky side.
the 70s, man. I don't think
Just
there wasn't as many big people as there are these days, you know?
She
There
wasn't even that big.
I know, but like they didn't they used to say that Marilyn Monroe was like plus size?
yeah.
Was she? She was thick.
It's
Mhm.
just thicker than a twig, I guess.
Body standard.
Yes.
Yeah, body standards.
She lived off of more than just wine, cigarettes, and broken dreams.
That's actually interesting that you point that out. I mean, it's just like one of the random body standards that women have to go through, that women have gone through over the years. It's like a good point to just kind of randomly bring up.
Yeah, it's like literally like every scene. He's constantly like, I can't go on. I'm tired. I'm too big. Like what?
Hey, she for being I mean, like you said, she wasn't even that big, but
She wasn't. She was like kind of overweight.
she made it pretty far.
Yeah.
She did. They say they use it this time, and then the Reverend gets real handsy to get her through the tree.
Yep.
And then she can't go through the vent, even though that vent was like pretty massive. It's like, I can't get through this vent. I'm too big. It's like, goddamn.
Self-conscious.
Good for him. Good for Grandpa Joe. But what did you guys think of their escape?
Like all the way at the end?
No, just like as like they go through it. I like how how the tension keeps like elevating through them like losing hope.
Mhm.
Well, Rogo's kind of over him getting bossed around, and then they hit that point where they get through after Akers died. I think that's when like they get their first like true test, or they start to kind of lose faith in the Reverend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because Aker dies, and then they meet that like group of survivors with the doctor and the nurse, and they're like, "We're going forward through the bow of the ship," and the Reverend's like, "You can't go that way. Like everyone's dead that way. We need to go up."
Yeah.
And he decides to be like, "Fuck it. All right, I'm gonna go on the suicide mission by myself, and you guys go and like gather supplies," which is a fucking stupid ass idea.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck let this little child just like roam this broken down ship all by himself?
70s.
And then his
Different
sister,
time.
just like ditches him. Like, bro, you're the older sibling. You should be watching out for this fool.
70s.
Like,
They
you
used
stay
to
here.
not lock their doors back in the day.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's true.
Children were tough.
Yeah, they yearn for the mines.
They yearn. They yearn for the coal mines.
I heard when they introduced the 8-hour workday, it was children that were first to hit the picket fence. Be like picket lines, been like, we don't want 8-hour workdays. Give us 12 or give us death.
Built different.
Built different. What'd you guys think of the cast and crew throughout? I didn't like Nani's character.
Ani.
Yeah, the hippie chick.
Oh,
The one who just like kept
yeah, she's just fucking freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, like isn't she the reason why Akers died?
Yeah.
She's the reason why Akers died. She's the reason why Rogo almost died. And like Red Buttons is ready to die for her.
Yeah.
I forget his name in the movie. He was just Mr.
Martin.
Positivity.
Yeah, he was trying to keep a level head for sure, but I think he was driven by his sex drive more than anything. It's just like, if we get out of this, I get to get it in.
Yeah, that's true. Isn't he the one where he tells Nani, he's like, I would have danced if I had
Yeah.
anyone to dance with while she's all mourning over her dead brother.
Yeah.
I don't know if I really disliked anybody all the way through. I feel like every character had like a purpose.
I don't think Nani had a purpose.
Well, her purpose was to cause the death of.
Like she's that character in the disaster film, the one who's
Yeah.
constantly freaking out.
Yeah.
You need someone to be freaking out and like not be level headed.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
have
balance.
like you wouldn't have like a story of like characters really going through some intense shit.
Yeah, because everyone else is pretty like, other than like Belle being like, I'm too fat for life. Everyone else is kind of like pretty like, all right, let's go. Like Rogo's just mad because like he's not the leader.
Yeah.
And his wife is kind of like, shut the fuck up and like follow the Reverend.
Mm-hmm.
And then who's it? Grandpa Joe is like, he's also like down with the Reverend, and so is Red Buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't think the little kids the little kid never gets Robin never gets scared like once.
Yeah.
That dude's like not tripping the whole time. I think the Reverend does a good job of keeping the group together.
He does with the power of Jesus.
He does. Yeah. Even when they're met with like meeting that other group and seeing people going the other way. I know Rogo kind of is like, why, like we should be following them. We should, like, he's so quick to go against the Reverend. But yeah, I mean, he did end up keeping everyone together.
I mean, the only time that we really see him break down is after Akers dies, because he's like, no, I'm supposed to get everyone out alive. And he like takes it personally. He's like, I'm the reason why he died. And then and then Susan's character, she kind of helps him because when he goes off on his own, remember he sits down and he has a little like breakdown. He's like, fuck, I can't find the engine room. Like, because Akers dies and he was kind of like the guide.
Yeah.
To, like try to get them throughout the ship. And and then Susan comes and she's like, no, I believe in you. We can do this. And he's like, all right, we'll find the engine room together. And I think she's the one that finds it because of the oil, right? Like they find a hatch with like oil leaking through it.
Yeah. Well,
like, oh, oil must mean the engine room.
and that happens, I think, while everybody's looking for supplies, right?
Yeah. Because she ditches her brother.
Yeah.
To go with the Reverend. And then actually, because of that, she ends up being the one that leads them back to the engine room. While the Reverend goes and finds the kid, which I expected that to be like more of an issue than it was, but it actually has like zero effect on the plot.
Yeah.
There's a few times where stuff like that happens where you think it's going to be a big deal. Like they're like, oh, the water's creeping in when they're going through the like vent area.
Mhm.
Like they flash to the water filling up the previous room they were in, and you're like, oh shit. But then it doesn't really like do anything.
I think it's just adding to the tension of like there's water everywhere and it's
just to remind us like the boat's sinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Instead of like a timer, it just shows us water.
I mean, it's a pretty good indicator
Yeah,
of where
that's
the
true.
ship is.
In water, upside down.
Big water.
And then you know how they use that rope to like
Big
make
water.
a guideline to get to the engine room? Where the
Mhm.
fuck did they get that rope from?
You don't just carry rope around with you? In
They
like
were
I
supply
do.
searching.
pockets?
Oh, that's right. When they were supply searching, they found a bundle of rope, which ended up being like mad clutch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then that's when we learned that Belle was like a world-class swimmer.
Such a random like.
Yeah, dude, that was like a random.
Hey guys, by the way, I'm a beast ass swimmer.
She's like, I can hold my breath for 2.5 minutes.
And then Scott's like, "That's cool, but I got this."
But then her staying behind ended up
70s.
being clutch because she saved the day.
Yeah.
But then he immediately forgets to like pull the rope,
hmm
and then they just do my girl dirty, and she dies of a heart attack for no reason.
She held her. She probably hadn't held her breath for that long in so many years.
She's just like she's
I
just
don't-
so fat that she just like doing any exercise just killed her immediately. Like that was like that's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Like that was not necessary.
Yeah.
And did my girl dirty. They didn't even swim that far.
I know. I was thinking that too. Like, it wasn't even a distant swim. It was just like, it was a swim through what, like a hallway, right? So
There was
then,
a hallway and up some stairs, and then that was it.
Yeah.
or
She gets up. And
fucking
she's like,
Scott.
I did it. And then she has like the fakest heart attack in the world. She's like, oh.
And then just fucking,
But then she has the heart attack and she's like, give this to my husband to give to our grandchild. Tell him he has to go on. And then she dies. It's like, what the fuck? Does that happen? Do you like get a pause in your heart attack? I don't think that's
I
a
don't.
thing.
Yeah. I don't.
no,
I
you don't. Once you're in
think
heart
so.
attack, you're just in heart attack.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like either you make it or you don't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a interesting directorial choice or editorial choice, whatever the fuck you call it. It
Yeah.
was a bad death.
Maybe, and this is just headcanon, because they are in the Atlantic Ocean. It was just cold, and the cold from the water shocked her system, and she's old, so cold and old don't really mix together, and that's why she died.
True. What happened? Her way had nothing to do with it.
Definitely not. It was the cold and the old, and the and the holding of the breath.
That's funny.
Fuck.
This scene also got me
I like
kind of
that move.
mad because like their whole plan was, all right, we get to the end and then pull the rope to signify that you made it.
Mhm.
But then the Reverend, like Rogo goes to check on both of them. He's like, oh, cool, they made it. So everyone's like, all right, go back and get everyone. Like, why didn't he just pull the rope to signify that they were good? And then they could have just started coming. Like, he made this fool hold his breath like 4 times.
Yep.
Mind games.
Mike.
For real, he was
He's
trying to
just
kill him.
asserting his dominance.
The flex
Yeah,
is
pretty
power.
much. That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The church is above the law.
I am the law.
And then this is they pretty much everyone makes it to this is the last room, the last hurrah. And then poor
Yeah.
Belle dies of a heart attack.
hmm
And then they're about to make it to the end. And then the third explosion happens, and then Linda just falls to her death.
Poor Linda.
I know. Why did Linda have to go like that?
They just had to get rid of her.
I know, I guess in
No
the
more
book,
women.
she's like a very unlikable character. Like everybody hates her. So maybe they just like gotta kill her off because
Mm.
Everybody hates Raymond and everybody hates Linda.
well, I mean, she does. I remember she tells Belle, she's like, I'm not getting stuck behind this fat chick. I'm going in front of her. I was like, damn, you gotta do Belle like that.
For real. Because she fat shamed. See? That's a
Mm.
lesson from this kids. Don't fat shame or you'll fall to
Or
your
you
death.
or you'll
fall to
die.
your death.
You're gonna die.
Die. Right
Honestly,
at the
they-
finish
they-
line.
They should teach that at schools. Don't body shame or you'll die. To be taught right alongside fucking dare and like all those other things that
Also, unnecessary fucking. I don't know why he did this. So remember, fucking the Reverend after Linda dies, he's like, "Why God? Why take me instead?" And he sacrifices himself by turning off the like steam,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and then he dies. And he's like, "Rogo, I leave it to you. You got to get him out of here." And he kills himself, and then everyone's like obviously distraught about it. And fucking Red Button's character sees like Susan's crying to like the girl, and he's like, "Get it together," and he just starts slapping her. I'm like, Dick, you've been with the like one chick who's freaked out like 30 times up until this point, and you're so calm, cool, and collected with her. And the second this like child starts crying, you just immediately slap her in the face. That was I thought that
Yeah.
was funny.
Can't handle it. He can't visually handle this. He was just too overstimmed.
Too much for him. I wrote like, why did he do that? That seemed
Yeah.
bad and unnecessary.
That was one. That was yeah. I agree.
It's like what happened to his famous pep talks.
No, none of that. It's past once he lost his girl.
You know what the pep talk is? This fucking
That wasn't even his girl. His girl makes it. It
Yeah,
was
his girl-
the other girl
Oh,
that dies.
Oh, the wife.
Yeah, the
Linda.
wife dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nani makes
Damn,
it.
I don't know.
He starts beating on this child for no reason.
The only pep talk you get is my
The
hand.
the 70s, man.
70s.
Oh
70s
my
was a
God.
wild time.
You could beat your children.
Children were doing things like leading groups.
Revolutions.
Revolutions.
Revolutions. And then they were right. Getting to the propeller room
Help.
got them rescued.
Mhm.
And they could weld through it. I like how the Reverend in the beginning, when the kid's like, oh yeah, we go to the propeller room because it's only an inch thick there.
hmm
And then the guy's like, do you know how thick an inch is? He's like, it's 1 inch less than 2. We're going. It's like, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it worked though.
I mean, it
It
worked.
did.
Yeah.
They got rescued.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that survived. Fucking,
I wonder what happened
what's
to
his
that
name
group.
said? Oh, they died, dude.
They're probably gone.
2,000 men went into the water. 6 men come out.
Hmm.
Shock took the rest. Some Jaws.
His eyes is black like doll's eyes. Cool movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I feel like that engine scene was like the last just like 30 minutes of that movie though.
Yeah.
Getting them from like to the engine room, like literally from like when they got up that hatch up until they got rescued was like
Mhm.
a fourth of the movie.
Yeah.
And then that New Year's party was like another fourth of the movie.
Yeah.
I liked it though. Even though it felt because this movie was like what, an hour 57?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it didn't feel like that.
I felt the full hour 57.
So it was like
I-
slogging through it.
Yeah, I felt like I enjoyed it, but there were points where I felt like it was like I was like treading through some pretty deep water, and it was like, when is it gonna go back to like fun stuff? I guess I was expecting like more action, but there was a lot more like drama and like, and it, I mean, the actors are good in what they did, right? Except for like the little kid, but I feel like they acted the shit out of it. It was just, to me, it felt like it dragged at certain points in time.
I feel
What
that.
I liked about this movie is that it had like, I like the acting was really good, but then because it's like a 70s movie, they
Mhm.
would have those like scenes where it was like kind of corny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we were talking about like big budget movie. This movie was only made for 4.7 mil.
That's it?
I don't know what that
What is
What
that?
I don't know.
calculates to
4.7,
in 1972 in today's money.
1972, worth today.
Probably like making a Marvel movie.
No way.
I don't know.
$35.5 million today.
That's not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's
I mean,
not-
it is a lot of money, but like for a movie of that caliber, you would think like today they'd push 6 figures. Like how I think Poseidon, the remake, cost 125 to make.
Damn.
Poseidon 2006 movie cost 160 million.
160,
But there was a lot of
like marketing and shit.
CGI in that.
Yeah, that one had a lot of CGI.
Yeah. There's way more practical effects in this movie.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's all practical.
Yeah.
CGI wasn't a thing yet.
160 million. When did this movie come out?
72.
No, the new one, 2006.
Oh, 2006. Oh, you're gonna calculate it to today's money? It's probably
Yeah.
like 200 million.
250 million today.
God damn.
Fuck.
A whole $90 million more?
Hmm.
That is a Marvel movie.
Yeah, that's a Marvel movie.
They put Marvel money in it.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
And it still bombed.
It bombed big time.
Yeah. It bombed. Bomb
With the remake?
the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The remake didn't
Oh
do well
shit.
at all.
It's a pretty good movie.
That was solid. I think the original is better.
Yeah.
I'd have to rewatch the remake. It's
I
been a
guess
long time.
that's true. Maybe recency bias. And it fucking Gallico, the author, he got the idea for this book while on a vacation on the Queen Mary.
Damn.
They hit some
Nice.
turbulent waters and the boat was rocking. He's like, "What if we flipped right now? Let me write a book about it."
That is cool.
I know that Gene Hackman wanted to do all of his own stunts.
Most of the actors did most of their stunts,
Mm-hmm.
which is
That's-
pretty cool.
That's cool.
A lot of them went on to say that it was like one of the toughest filmings they ever had to do, especially the water scene when
Yeah.
they're swimming, because they'd have to do like multiple takes. And it's like after the fifth time, you get pretty tired of
Tired.
swimming back and forth.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm like, yeah, that would be exhausting.
I'm not like claustrophobic or anything like that, but the scenes were really tight. Like they were in a lot of like tight corners. So I can imagine having to do that multiple times, tight corner, full of water, probably a lot to fucking go through.
Yeah, well, you got to imagine, right? Because, like, I mean, a cruise ship is pretty big, but to house the amount of people that it houses, you probably need to like make a lot of the passageways that connect things to be like pretty small.
Mm,
Yeah.
Like the emergency hatch, you have to like crawl through it.
yeah.
It was entertaining. I liked it. My boy Eper gave it a 2.5. I don't agree with him though. He says it's a kind of movie you knew going in it was going to be awful, but you have to see it. I'm like, I don't think it looked like it was going to be awful.
Damn.
Like, why you gotta
Harsh.
be a hater?
I man, is this one time that I agree with fucking
Eper,
I guess I'm trying to think back.
you've agreed
don't-
with Eper
like-
before.
Whenever okay, this is another one of those occasions. Whenever I think of a big budget action movie, I never assume that they're going to be
Good.
like amazing. Like I never go into
Hmm.
like a big like I don't know, let's take like Mission Impossible, the newest one. I don't assume that movie's going to be amazing. I never assume it's going to have like great acting or a great story. I'm just there for the fucking action. So I guess I do agree in that sense where I didn't think that this was going to be like an A movie. I think that I like the action for the action's sake, and that was kind of where I'm at. You know what I mean? So I guess
Right.
I see what he's saying, and I agree in that way.
Yeah, I guess that's true, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of too many these types of movies off the top where I'm like, oh, that movie's that's gonna be fucking Oscar nominated film.
Yeah, where it's like
True.
mainly action driven. Because I guess the opposite of that would be Gladiator. That's kind of like an action, but it's more drama.
Yeah, and it's like historical movies, like period
A
pieces
period piece.
Period
tend to
piece.
come with that like gravitas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True.
We get into our reviews. I gave all my interesting facts during when we were talking about it. Did you guys have any?
Yeah, I had one.
Let's
What's
hear
her
it.
name? What is her fucking name? Shelley Winters?
The big
Um,
girl?
Yeah, who played Belle. She actually trained with an Olympic swimmer for this role, which is kind of odd
That's sick.
because
She only swam
she
once.
only swam once.
All right. I'll start us off for our reviews this week. So I like this movie. I found it entertaining. I gave it a B. I think it's a solid popcorn movie. It shows its age a little bit on some of the like social, what would you call them? Cues? I don't know. Some of the social behavior, like the way the characters interact with each other. The guys are a little too handsy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fat shaming, which I don't think is necessarily like that horrible, but it wasn't not a comedy movie, so I guess it's like more offensive. If it was a comedy, I think I'd let it slide. Like if this was Airplane, I'd be like, hell yeah, good joke. But other than that, I thought the practical effects were good. I thought the acting was actually pretty good for this being like a disaster popcorn movie. Gene Hackman convinced me. I was ready to follow him. Um, Other than that, I think it's entertaining. Like it does have some corniness. Some of the scenes are kind of goofy. But I do like how the decision making in the movie like kind of made sense. I feel like in a lot of these disaster movies, like characters will do shit that you're just like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. And I felt like in this one they were pretty good at like being focused and like having a plan and sticking to it, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, I'd recommend it if you guys want to see like I don't know if this movie's considered like a classic, but if you want to see like an entertaining disaster film, kind of like I think one of the first movies in this genre that I can think of, it's definitely worth checking out. So I give it a B. Recommend for me. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. I think it does everything just good enough to be entertaining, but it doesn't do anything exceptional.
Hmm.
What about you, Sam?
Yeah, I give this a B minus. Even though I mentioned before that it dragged a little bit for me. I think that's just a personal thing. I think I would just like the it the the lulls were really lulling for me at certain points in time. Even though there was a good like tension that kept up, I enjoyed it. And I would definitely recommend it. And that's why I give it a B. Like those like what you mentioned, all of those things hit. It was just personally like at some points in time it was really like dull and I was like, fuck, like I had to get through this movie. But that didn't I don't think that took away from the fact that it was like overall like a pretty good movie. I think I don't really remember not the sequel, the remake that much, but this was like a fun like action disaster movie where like people were going through it. It is dated. I think it's like a good insight into what life was like in the 70s. Where you got some handsy ass fools, you got some like body shaming type shit that's going on. But I mean, if you can get past all that, I think the story itself is really cool. I mean, it was so this movie was such a hit that they decided to remake it like a couple times, right? Um,
They got a sequel in 1979 called
mhm.
like Beyond the Poseidon Adventure or something like that.
Yeah. So it was so good that it just like spawned some like offshoots of this. So yeah, B minus. Don't listen to me kind of slogging through shit. I think it's just me slogging through some stuff. But yeah, recommend for anybody that wants like a good action disaster flick, like a classic disaster flick. Check it out.
I remember the remake having a lot more explosions. I think that's one thing that kind of stood out for me in this movie. There's not a lot of like after the initial flip, you don't see
Mhm.
a lot of like the ship falling apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's what added to me feeling like it was slogging a little bit because there's scenes that are set up that are made to establish these like characters and like their leadership roles and just their hierarchy and stuff like that. Like the Reverend, he has like a whole piece where he's giving this whole like speech to everybody. Whereas I just remember in the other one, they were just like back to back, like action, 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 action. But again, this is like a 70s movie, so their budget wasn't really made to have all this action stuff. 70s movies back in the day, I think, are really more like story based and like character building based and all that stuff. I mean, when we saw wasn't Barbarella a 70s movie?
Yeah.
Barbarella
Late 60s, I think.
like
Maybe it
that.
was 1970.
It's that same type of vibe where like there's a lot more story building and interaction between the characters rather than action, which is still good. But when I was going into this, I was assuming it was going to be a lot more explosion, character, people flying out, just all this different shit. But still solid flick, B minus. Check it out.
What about you, Twan? Finish us off.
Yeah. I'm actually right there with you. I gave this movie a B minus. I don't know. I enjoyed this movie. It was a fun watch. I agree with both of the points that you guys made. I do feel like they could have gotten away with maybe making this movie an hour and a half and not 2 hours. Like they definitely could have cut out an hour. I mean, like a half an hour of just character building that I don't want to say that we didn't need, but like you don't really need that when when you have these type of disaster movies. I feel like the characters can kind of come throughout the journey that they're on. But yeah, aside from like the extended scenes, it was pretty good. I mean, take it for what it is a movie that came out in 1972. So the practical effects were good for the time, and yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. It's an adventure, like exactly what the title is, and yeah, I would recommend this to people if you enjoy watching older movies, definitely watch this. If not, the remake is just fine. It might be better. I don't really remember it too much, but it's a solid movie. It's a solid B minus movie. I'd watch it again. Maybe not for a while, but I'd give this movie another shot, another go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if somebody
I
threw
don't.
this on or wanted to watch it, I wouldn't be mad at it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a cool watch. Yeah, B minus.
Nice. I do think that brought up a good point. This movie does seem way more character driven, where the remake is more action driven.
Yeah,
Yeah, the story focuses more on like these people trying to get out together, where I feel like the other one is like them fighting against the ship dying.
Mm-hmm. Which
But
isn't
all right,
bad. Like I
no, it
think,
isn't bad. It's just like I think two different movies, two different
yeah,
approaches to making the
yeah,
same story.
yeah,
mhm,
yeah. And I appreciate both in their own aspect. Like I love a good character forward movie. I think Hereditary is like a good example of that, where it is a horror movie, but at its base, it's more of like a family movie of like the family dealing with their shit all together.
yeah,
Um, but I think I just wasn't prepared for what was about to happen. Oh, one thing we also didn't mention. I mean, I know you mentioned John Williams, but I thought the music in all of this was really cool.
Yeah, the music
Like
was good.
it added a lot to it, and I'm really happy that John Williams did the music for this movie because it fits, man. Like John Williams, whatever he puts his mind to, he does extremely well, and he did
yeah,
extremely well for this movie.
But this is another example when you think of like I was talking about how like the peripheral like parts of a movie, like the music and the special effects, like they'll be on some like you'll get some like pretty big name people on some like random ass projects.
mhm,
Mhm.
Like having John Williams on this is like, oh wow, fucking John Williams is on the Poseidon Adventure, like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I
Yeah, the
wonder.
score was awesome.
I wonder if they didn't have John Williams in this. Like, if we remove the music from this, would it have been in a different experience? Because I feel like the music adds so much to the tension and like the deaths and like all that shit. Like, would it have been? Would we consider this movie good today if it didn't have John Williams music in it? Is that
I
a
don't know.
deciding factor?
I feel
I
like well,
mean,
that's one thing that I feel like makes these like disaster type movies, like the music, the score can really like bring it together because a lot
yeah,
of there isn't like a bad guy, right? In this
Yeah.
movie. So a lot of the tension is built using what you're like seeing and
Hmm.
like what you're hearing.
Hmm.
And I think that this does movie does a good job of using the music to kind of like get the tension in the air, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think without John Williams, probably not.
Damn. Yeah. Maybe. I think I agree. I do. I love a good soundtrack. There are movies though that don't have sound. Like, what was the last movie that we saw that didn't really have a soundtrack?
The Grinch, the mean one. The mean one didn't have a soundtrack.
I mean,
yeah.
but that was a whole like,
That
Eraserhead is like the first thing that came to mind.
yeah, that's yeah,
But
that's a
that movie,
soundscapes,
yeah, it's like
sound.
very like
atmospheric.
atmospheric, very
Yeah,
avant-garde.
yeah,
Well, your guys' reviews are right there with Rotten Tomatoes. They also gave it an 81%, so they have it at a B minus.
that's cool.
And then IMDb has it at a 7.1.
Solid.
which I think Poseidon, the remake, has like a 31% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
that one like actually bombed.
Yeah, it bombed.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be that they went action forward and not character forward. I think the acting kind of saved. I don't want to say saved this movie, but it definitely like was the necessity. I feel like if you didn't have this caliber of acting because it's so character focused, this movie could have been a real fucking slog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think Gene Hackman does a really good job of like being like this charismatic dude.
Mm-hmm.
Someone needs to remake it and find like a happy medium between character development and action.
That'd be cool.
That's an interesting thought because I'm trying to think of now like an action movie that has really good acting in it.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what about more modern, like within
Avengers, Infinity War.
Infinity War was
Yeah.
really fucking good.
True. It was a really good, like story driven action
And-
movie.
Like, the entire thing was focused on the character of Thanos,
Yeah.
but it was also like super action packed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's another one?
We need more.
Furiosa
Ooh,
Furiosa was good.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
a really cool one.
or Fury Road, which is older, but although I don't know, fucking Mad Max doesn't really say anything in the whole movie.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of. Well, I guess Furiosa and the what are they, the women, the mothers?
Yeah.
They're kind of more the story characters.
True.
Rather
Max
than,
is just
than
like on a
Max.
side quest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Max is just there for the adventure.
All right.
All
Should we
right.
will it up? Is it back to the will? Is it will
I
time?
think to start the
is wheel
new
time.
year.
Fucking will it and fucking deal it. All right, let me share.
Do you have any new additions from anybody?
Dude, I can't. I thought of a couple. And I forgot them.
Same. Let me see if I wrote
Well,
any down.
If any of our listeners out there have any type of additions, send us a comment, send us a DM, an email, send us a carrier pigeon with a message on it. Just let us know of any movies that you'd want us to potentially cover, and we can add it onto our wheel.
I really want Roar.
All right. Oh, I know, dude. That one looks insane. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a horror movie. We're gonna go back to our
Oh my god. Dude,
A
well,
horror movie? It's really playing the fucking percentages.
for
and
real.
I want a foreign horror film. I'm looking for I put it in our Instagram group chat, I think Pulse. I would love to see Pulse from Japan.
Pulse. Okay. What do you got? Do you have any predictions, Swan?
Yeah, Roar.
Think it's gonna be Roar? I think we are going to get a 90s movie.
Mm,
Let's see what happens.
maybe David Lynch.
To have another Lynch film, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
down for a Lynch film too.
Start the year off Lynch.
The Lynchian,
Lynchiverse.
the Lynchiverse, the
Lynching.
the Lynch.
Lynch.
I can't think of it.
Is it gonna be Virtuosity
It's gonna
95?
be Pulse.
Give me Pulse. Give me Pulse.
Warriors.
Warrior
From Beyond.
From
from
Beyond.
Beyond. What is this?
That's
No.
another. I think that's another. Fucking. What's his name? The Tulu or whatever.
Cthulhu?
Oh,
Cthulhu. H.P. Lovecraft.
Lovecraftian. Oh yeah, it is.
It's the other movie with the guy
Oh.
from.
With Jeffrey Combs
Yeah, with Jeffrey Combs and the
Oh.
chick too.
and Barbara Crampton. Yeah.
From Beyond.
From Beyond, the 1986 science fiction body horror film. Let's go. Let's go. Did you see Pulse was right there? I was close.
Yeah, you
You
were
were
close.
close.
I was fucking close. I'm smelling it, dude.
1986.
It's coming. It's coming for us. From Beyond.
All right, guys. So the will, did it giveth or did it taketh away this week?
Tune in next week.
So for our, I guess it's technically not our first movie of the new year, but it'll be our first non-themed movie.
Yeah.
We are going to revisit Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton as they team up again for another Lovecraftian film, From Beyond. This is a 1986 horror movie. I'm excited because I really liked Reanimator. Reanimator, I think, was my surprise hit of the year. If I can go out and say that, I think that was the movie that since we've covered the pod that I like never seen, knew nothing about, and I was like, damn, that movie was pretty sick.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for From Beyond.
I think he did this right after Reanimator.
Yeah, I think so, right?
The director.
Oh, it's the same director too?
Same director. A year later, he did From Beyond.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're in for
Stuart
a
Gordon.
wild ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Reanimator was intense.
It got crazy.
It did.
I'm excited. I wonder if it's tonally going to be similar or different.
We'll see.
We'll
Tune in
see.
next week.
If you guys want to support the pod, we would truly appreciate it. You can do so by clicking the donation link at the bottom of each episode. But if you can't support the pod, that's totally cool. We love making the pod. We love joining you guys each week and talking about movies. If you guys haven't done so already, give us a follow on our social medias. We are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X/Twitter, YouTube, and Threads. As always, I have been your host, the Dael, followed by my two co-hosts, Mr. Saya
Adios.
and Twan.
Bye.
Catch you guys next week. Bye.